And what's up, people? Hey, yo, we live. We live. What's going on? Answering your fantasy football questions. It's only going to be me tonight. Not quite sure where our producer is at the moment. Not answering his cellular device. So it's just going to be me tonight. Answer your questions while I play a little bit of golf. So ask your fantasy football questions. Let's get it. Hey. AB or Christian Kirk? Give me AB. And what's up, Uzi? How you doing, my guy? How's your day? My day is pretty good. I got a lot done today. So it was a good day. It's been a good day. How's your day going? We're gonna continue on with the event. You guys are gonna watch me just stand there, not hit a ball for 30 straight minutes. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's get to it. So, live, both on YouTube, TikTok, answering questions. My low-key goated 12-team league. What's your team? Well, who's all on your team? Let's hear it. Watch this, baby. This is a smash. Right in the bunker. I called it. Starting Corey Davis over Robert Woods and Miles Sanders. Thoughts? Hey, I don't blame you, okay? If you want to do it, I would personally go, Miles Sanders, but I do love Corey Davis this week. Ooh, that's going to be a terrible shot. That was absolutely horrid. Should I start Titans defense? Was it smart that I dropped Melvin Gordon for Titans defense? I would have dropped Melvin Gordon personally. I would have kept Melvin Gordon. I don't really like the Titans defense this week because I don't think that they're a good defense. Do you think Cooper Kupp maintains this level? Not maintains this level, but he's going to be solid throughout the season. I do believe. I do declare. Burrow or Cousins, Boyd or Beasley. I'm going to go with those two guys are really close for me. I do have Cousins higher than Burrow, but I might go with Burrow in the Boyd stack tonight. I do like both those guys tonight. So, but I do have Kirk Cousins ranked higher, but I would probably just stack the offense. Oh my gosh, what a trash can. James Robinson, Henderson, or Chuba Hubbard? James Robinson for me. Should I keep CMC? If you're here's the thing with CMC. If you're 0-3, I wouldn't keep CMC. I would just get rid of CMC. Trash. Already, there we go. There's a bogey. Oh my gosh. Now I'm out of the lead. Should I keep Joe Mixon in? Yes. Keep Joe Mixon in. Marvin Jones, Deontay Johnson. For me, Marvin Jones. I would play him tonight. Pick 2. We got Allen Robinson, Deontay Johnson, Antonio Gibson. Allen Robinson, Antonio Gibson. Mixon drops 40 tonight. I don't think he's going to drop 40. But what I do like to do, my favorite thing right now in DFS is to actually fade. You saw what I sent in there. Probably Uzi. But I do like to fade. Gosh, what a terrible. I'm playing terribly, huh? It's because I'm doing too much talking. Look at that. Right in another bunker? No, I got stopped. I don't think he drops 40 tonight, but I do think he has a solid game. I got Aaron Rodgers, Mike Evans, Thielen, Hines, Eckler, James Conner, Gronk, AB, Kirk, Sammy Watkins, AJ Green, Devontae Smith, Renfro. That's a solid team. It's not goated. My teams are goated, okay? My teams are goated. Start Tannehill this week. It depends on who your other options are. I dropped Tannehill for Cousins now, and that AJ and Julio are injured and need a quarterback. That's solid. I would do that. Should I fade Lamar for Burrow, Darnold? No, I would keep Lamar in. I would still go Lamar, personally. CEH or nah? It depends on your other options. Deontay Harris or who was that? Who's the other person? Cole Beasley? Cole Beasley for me. Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase this week? I would go Jamar Chase. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you. And if you're over on TikTok, we're live at the Aspire Sports Show over on YouTube. I should probably get my head out of the way. Maybe move this up a little bit. What do you think here? Move this up just a tiny bit. That way, my head's not blocking it. The sign. There we go. Although now it's kind of like... All right, there we go. That's better. Jamar Chase or Marvin Jones? I would go with Jamar Chase this week. Conklin or Gesicki? Give me Gesicki. I like Gesicki this week. I like Gesicki. Jared Cook or Dallas Goedert? Vikings, Bengals. Who you got? Vikings, Bengals. Or Vikings, you mean tonight's game? I would go with, tonight I like the Bengals tonight. Tonight I like the Bengals. Who likes the Bengals tonight? Who likes the Bengals? I like the Bengals. Should I be worried about Eagles have Devontae Smith and Sanders? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be worried. I mean, this week, maybe for Miles Sanders, because they'll probably get down early. Should I trade Diggs and Kittle for Kelsey? Diggs and Kittle for Kelsey. No, I wouldn't do that. Herbert or Russ? Herbert. I love Herbert this week. Hubbard or Kenny G? Kenny G. Or Hubbard. I would go Hubbard. And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. There's over 100 people in there, but only 25 likes. Come on, smash that like button, TikTok. And here on YouTube as well. 16 people, but there's only 6 likes. Smash that like. Make sure you follow. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to it. I got Jags, to be honest. Ooh, Uzi's always different. Uzi likes to go with the other team. I see you, Uzi. Gronk or Jamar Chase at flex. Jamar Chase, Ayuk, Marquise Brown, or Jamal Williams in flex. For me, out of all those guys, I would go with Marquise Brown. Marvin Jones or Hollywood Brown? Marvin Jones for me. Out of the 3, which 2 should I start? Tyler Boyd, Marvin Jones, Julio. Honestly, I wouldn't start. I would go with Tyler Boyd and Marvin Jones for tonight, because I don't know if Julio plays. Trade Rondell Moore for Juju? Yeah, I would. Should I trade Diggs and Kittle for Eckler? I mean, who's your other tight end? Like, who else would you be starting? Hawkinson and Scary Terry for Nick Chubb and Juju? No, I'd rather have Hawkinson and Scary Terry. Should I trade Sanders and Rager for Jamar Chase? Sanders and Rager. Is this Manuel Sanders or Miles Sanders? Pittman, Damian Harris, or AB at the flex? For me personally, I would go with AB. Chris, Sutton and Chubb for Waller and CMC. Good trade, full point PPR. I mean, if you're getting CMC and you can withstand, like, you know, not having him for a little bit, then yeah. Stafford, Russ, or Dak? For me, Dak. He would give me Fant. Okay, so what was that trade again? Evan, should I trade Diggs and Kittle for... honestly, that's really close. I'd probably keep the Diggs side, personally. But, I mean, it's really close. Like, if you want to go with Eckler, go for it. Patterson, AB, Hines, or Mooney. Higgins being hurt is killing me. Personally, I would go with AB out of all those options. Is it a good idea to trade CMC? I would. Miles Sanders and Ragers for Jamar Chase. No. Yeah, I would probably do that. Yeah. Thoughts on Allen Robinson? I would trade for him, bro. I already traded away Hawkinson. I'm sad. Yes. Don't trade away Hawkinson. He's a beast, huh? He's a beast. Let me just pull this over, because I'm already not playing this video game. Got to answer some questions. Would Westbrook be a good start if Julio and AJR? I feel like he's an okay start. I wouldn't say like a good start, but an okay start if you're desperate. Ayuk or Corey Davis? Corey Davis. Patterson, Chark, or Cooper? Start 2. I would go with Chark and Cooper. Robinson or Melvin Gordon? If that's, I mean, regardless of the Robinson, I would go Robinson. David Montgomery, Julio, Deontay, Marvin Jones, or Mike Williams? Pick 3. So I would go with Montgomery. I would go with Marvin Jones and Mike Williams. Chenault, Renfro, or Waddle? I would go with, if Will Fuller's out this week, I would go with Waddle. Otherwise, I would go with Renfro. Ayuk or Pittman? Pittman. James Robinson or Melvin Gordon? James Robinson. Woods or Myers? I would go with Woods. Patterson, Chark, or Cooper? Start 2. For me, Chark and Cooper. James Robinson or Melvin Gordon? James Robinson. Trade CEH. I would try to trade CEH. Keenan Allen's listed as questionable, so it should be safe and start Marvin Jones. No, I think Keenan Allen will play. Thanks, bro. No problem. I got you. Is Marvin Jones the start today? I do like but I like Marvin Jones today. If you want to be safe, I mean, go for it. But I think Keenan Allen's going to be fine. But I really do like Marvin Jones today. Amari Cooper, Tony Pollard for DJ Moore and Henderson, the running back from the Rams. If I'm getting DJ Moore and Henderson, I would do that trade. Marvin Jones or Hubbard? I would go Chuba Hubbard. Sutton, Amari Cooper, or Pittman? I would go with Amari Cooper. And if you're over on TikTok, we're live over on YouTube. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can over on TikTok. But we're live over here, and it's not as busy. Tyler Boyd or Cooper? What's up? What's up, MP? I would go with Cooper. Chuba Hubbard or CEH? CEH, Zach. And how you guys doing tonight? And once again, we're live over on YouTube. And if you haven't done this for me already, do me a big favor, smash that like button. Really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're over on TikTok, make sure you smash that like button and hit follow. James Robinson or Robert Woods, James Robinson, Boyd or OBJ, OBJ, Jamar or Mike Williams or Mike Evans, Jamar Chase, Boyd or OBJ, OBJ, Pittman or Sutton, Sutton, Metcalf, play Metcalf, start Chuba Hubbard or Josh Jacobs, Hubbard, Marvin Jones or Sutton. I would go with Sutton. Kirk or Woods, Woods. Trade James Robinson for David Montgomery? No, I wouldn't. Trade Lockett? Keep Lockett. Let's see. We got some more questions over on YouTube. I think Marvin Jones scores 2 times tonight. Ooh, you better make that bet tonight, Kevin. AJ Brown, CEH for Derrick Henry. I would do that trade. Should I trade Sutton for Robert Woods? No, I would keep Sutton. Trade Mixon for Elijah Mitchell and Jamar Chase? No, I would keep Mixon personally. Chris Carson or Thielen? I would go with Chris Carson. Amari Cooper and DJ Moore. DJ Moore traded Cheetah for C-Mac and Chuba Hubbard today. Did you? I mean, if you're getting Christian McCaffrey, I mean, that's solid, but if you can withstand him not being healthy, go for it. I need a flex. If you want to do it, I mean, go for it, Billy. I mean, I would keep Mixon though. But if Elijah Mitchell ends up starting the full season, you got a stud. James Robinson or Marquise Brown. James Robinson. Marvin Jones or Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson. Should I play James Robinson if I have the Bengals defense? Yeah, I would go with James Robinson. I think that's still fine. Hi, Megan. What's up? Hi, Tyler. PPR. We got Shepard, Harris, Ayuk, Connor, Gainwell. Honestly, out of all of them, I'm going to start up Ayuk. I'm going to go with Ayuk. Megan. Allen Robinson, Brandon Cooks, or Melvin Gordon. I'm going to go with, out of all of them, Allen Robinson's the highest. OBJ, Deontay Johnson, OBJ, Chris Carson or Thielen, Chris Carson. What's going on, bro? Pick 2. What's going on? We got Sermon, Deontay Johnson, Marvin Jones, David Montgomery, Devontae Smith. So out of those 2, out of all of them, I would go Marvin Jones, David Montgomery. Julio, OBJ. Julio or OBJ? OBJ. Does Tyler have a good week or Kyler have a good week against the Rams? Yeah, I think he's going to be fine this week. Chark, David Montgomery, Brandon Cooks, or Emmanuel Sanders at flex. Also have T. White. We'll be covering. So out of all those options, who was it again? Just one? David Montgomery. I would go with David Montgomery. You think Dalvin Cook is starting? Yes, I think he's going to be okay. What's your opinion on Darnell? He's tied second in snaps. Do you think he's worth trading for? You think he'll be a good sleeper? Darnell Mooney? His value is probably really low. I mean, you can try to trade for him. Claypool or DJ Chark. For me personally, I'm going to go with DJ Chark. Julio or OBJ. OBJ. Should I get rid of Barkley? I mean, you could get rid of anybody on your team for the right price. It just depends on the price. Kirk or Woods? Kirk or Woods? Woods. Yeah, 2-1. I already have Dalvin, so CMC on the bench. Yeah, that's fine. Corbett? I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Drop Tyson Williams for Ayuk. I would do that, yeah. I probably would do that. Miles Sanders or Chase Edmonds? Miles Sanders. Unless it's full point PPR, give me Chase Edmonds. Amari Cooper and Mike Williams. Mike Williams. Should I start DJ tonight? I like DJ tonight. I think he's a solid play. It just depends on your other options. Let's see. Where was I at? Should I trade Edmonds and Emmanuel Sanders for OBJ, Jake? No, I wouldn't do that. I would keep Edmonds. Harrison, Elijah Mitchell, or AB in the flex. Is that Damian Harris, you mean? I would go with Elijah Mitchell if he plays. Carlos Hyde isn't playing tonight, so... Oh, Carlos Hyde is out? Oh, fire up James Robinson, baby. I need to go... I need to change this up real quick on FanDuel now. I need to change up my lineup. Carlos Hyde is out. Fire up James Robinson. RB1 season, here we come. Fire up James Robinson. Fire him up, fire him up, fire him up. Mooney or Ayuk? Ayuk, start Pittman, Fournette or Tyson. If Giovanni Bernard is out this week, give me Fournette. Hunter Najee. James Robinson or Josh Jacobs? James Robinson. Al Robinson or Sutton? Ooh, that's close. Those 2 guys are ranked. I would go, I believe I have Al Robinson one spot higher than Cortland Sutton. Pick 2, we got Lockett, J-Rob, Godwin. Lockett, J-Rob or Godwin. Oh, I would go Lockett and James Robinson. Lockett and James Robinson. Debo or Boyd? Debo. I need a wide receiver. Got Mike Evans, Debo, Robert Woods. What kind of trade should I make? I would try to take like somebody else and Robert Woods and try to make a trade. Should I trade for AJ Brown? If you're fine, I would get it. Let's go, J-Rob. Let's go, J-Rob. He's going to have a big game tonight. And if you haven't, make sure you smash that like button for me. Hit subscribe. Also, if you're over on TikTok, we're live right now at YouTube answering questions. It's not as busy. You'll get your questions answered. All you got to do is go to the link tree in my description. Click on the link tree. It will take you to my YouTube channel. It's not as busy. Go over there. Get your questions answered. Let's see. Yeah, golfing, back at it. Hey, we're back at it. I haven't done anything. Just sitting there. Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert this week. Justin Herbert for me. You're welcome. Thank you. AB, Chuba Hubbard or Robbie Anderson in my flex. I'm going with Chuba Hubbard. Was me trading Mike or Williams for Tyreek and Waddle a smart move? Yeah, I think that's solid. CD, DJ Moore or A-Rob. For me, CD. Bears or Steelers defense this week, I would go with the Bears. Tyler Boyd or Odell Beckham Jr., I would go with Odell. Who is Robinson? Robinson. Where was that? Okay. No, I would go, yeah, I would still go with Teal. I would go with CeeDee Lamb. Lamar or Taylor Heineke, Lamar. Marvin Jones. Oh, 1,500 lock. Oh, Kevin. Kevin's getting a little crazy here. Kevin's saying Marvin Jones, 2-time touchdown scorer tonight. Should I trade Waller, Chubb, Tyreek Hill for Henry, D-Hop, Logan Thomas? Honestly, I'd rather have the Chubb side, personally. Henry Ruggs, Patterson, Madison. Man, okay, ask your questions. YouTube's flying right now, okay? So keep asking your questions. I'll get to it. Just please don't spam chat. I will answer your questions. Lamb or DJ Moore? Lamb. Drop Pitts? No, don't drop Pitts. Zach Moss or Nyheim Hines? Zach Moss. We got Jones Jr. or Waddle. If that's Marvin Jones Jr., do for it. What do you think about Lockett? Lockett should be good. Should I trade A.J. Brown and Miles Sanders for Hopkins? I probably want to do that right now. Start Dalvin this week? Yes. Marvin Jones or Amari Cooper? Tyreek or CD? Tyreek still for me. Fant or Dallas this week at tight end? I have Fant, I believe, a spot or two higher. Should I trade A.J. Brown and Miles Sanders? No, I wouldn't do that. Start James Robinson or Chuba? Start James Robinson. Emmanuel Sanders or Robert Woods? Marvin Jones or Amari Cooper? Hawkinson, Mark Andrews, Hawkinson. Marvin Jones, I already got that one. Should I trade A.J. Brown? No, I wouldn't do that. Start Jalen Waddle or Marvin Jones? Marvin Jones. Please do not spam chat. I'm answering your questions. Don't spam chat, please. Who should I start at flex? Brandon Ayuk or OBJ, Sutton or Shepard? For me personally, out of all those guys, OBJ. Should I trade? No, I already got that one. Start Dalvin Cook this week? Yes, start him. How do you feel about James Robinson tonight? Love him. We got Nick Richard with a $2 donation. Appreciate you, Nick. We got Cousins or Carr? Zach Wilson or Winston? So I would go with Cousins. And honestly, I'm going to fire up Zach Wilson. I'm going to fire him up, okay? I'm going to fire up Zach Wilson. Appreciate the $2 donation, Nick. And yes, super chats are available if I'm not answering your question. You know, ask it in super chat. But I am trying to answer everybody's question. Believe me, I'm trying my best to answer everybody's question. Marvin Jones or Tyler Boyd? Marvin Jones for me. Dak or Carr? Dak. Do I trade away Gibson for Ridley and Metcalf away for DeAndre Swift? I would want Gibson and Swift. Debo or Williams starting this week? Williams, if that's Mike Williams. Scary Terry or Brandon Cooks? For me, Scary Terry. You skipped over mine. What was yours, Lucas? Hubbard or Henderson? Hubbard. Chuba Hubba. Pick two. Saquon, Miles Sanders, or Chuba Hubbard? For me, Saquon and Miles Sanders. Hubbard or Henderson? Hubbard. Moore or Jamar Chase? Standard. I would go with DJ Moore. Cole Beasley or Corey Davis? Corey Davis. Dak or Carr? Dak. Trade Jonathan Taylor and Cooper for Jamar Chase, CEH, and Brandon Cooks. Yeah, I would take the Jamar Chase side. What do I do with Allen Robinson? Keep him. Chuba Hubbard or CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. There's 43 people over on YouTube right now, but only 15 likes. Do me a big favor. Smash that like button for me. And if you have any other questions, keep asking them. Get it answered. If you're over on TikTok right now, come over to YouTube. You just have to click on my profile, go to the link tree, and then on the link tree, it's going to take you to my YouTube channel. Come over. It's not as busy answering everybody's questions. Is Mike Davis and Dallas Goedert for T. Higgins and Higbee a good trade? Yeah, I would want the T. Higgins side. A-Rob, Deontay Johnson, or Hollywood Brown. A-Rob, trade Chris Carson for Brandon Cooks. I'd rather have Chris Carson. Rhino Moore, Marquise Brown in the flex. Marquise Brown. CEH or Montgomery, non-PPR. I would want Montgomery. Goat for these streams. No, you're the goat, Shane. Chase, Tyler Boyd or Julio. I would just go with Tyler Boyd, play it safe, and really I like Tyler Boyd tonight anyways. Chase Edmonds or Patterson. Chase Edmonds. CEH, Ayuk for Chase. Edmonds and Amari Cooper. I'd rather have Chase Edmonds and Amari Cooper. Galladay or Green for the rest of the season. Galladay or Green? Who's Green? Mike Davis or Nyheim Hines? Mike Davis. Yuki, what's up? Sup, Tyler? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Yuki? We got Allen Robinson or Boyd. Allen Robinson. If I skipped your question, please just ask it again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. And if you want your question answered, you could see Yuki right now. He has a little badge, and also his name is colored. What you can do is go down, click to join. It's only like, there's different tiers. You get different things unlocked. Click to join, become a member of the Spire Sports Show. You get priority, and also super chats are available as well. James Robinson or Cooper or Jamar Chase or Cooper. For me, I would still go Cooper. Josh Jacobs or Zach Moss. Zach Moss, Tyson Williams, Will Fuller, Brian Edwards, and flex. I would go with Tyson Williams personally. Thielen, Lockett, McLaurin. Wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, Lockett and McLaurin. Robinson or Hollywood Brown for this week. Robinson. Boyd or Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson. Jamar Chase or Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. Robinson or Chase. Robinson. Steelers defense week 4 or Bears. Bears. I need a new receiver. Any sleepers got in mind? I don't have much to trade. Emmanuel Sanders. Christian Kirk. Cole Beasley, if those guys are available. Probably not, but hey, they might be. Jamar Chase or Cooper. Cooper. Is Herbert a good quarterback? 1, absolutely. Fire him up this week. For me, I believe he's a top 5 quarterback. Kyler or Tannehill? It's Kyler. Henderson, Lockett for Ridley. I want the Lockett side. I'm 0-3. Should I trade CMC and A.J. Brown? Absolutely, Devin. You need to trade them away. You need to get guys that are playing right now. Nick Richard with a $5 donation, baby. Appreciate you, Nick. Let's see. We got start 3 in the flex. We got Chenault, Logan Thomas, Evans, Robbie Anderson, Callaway. Chicago's D or Cincy tonight. I would go with Cincy tonight. Beasley, Robbie, or Corey Davis. I would go out of those guys, Corey Davis. And you got to start 3. So I would go with Logan Thomas. Who's Evans? Is it Mike Evans, or is that? If it's Mike Evans, I would go with Mike Evans, and then I would honestly go with Callaway out of those guys. So Thomas, Evans, Callaway. I would go with Cincy, and then I would go with Corey Davis. And appreciate you, man, with the $5 donation. Debo or Thielen? For me, it's going to be, I believe I have Adam Thielen 1 spot higher. No, I have Debo, I believe. I would go with Debo. James Robinson, Henderson, or Singletary. James Robinson tonight. DJ Chark, Damian Harris, or Elijah Mitchell. DJ Chark, Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell. I would go with Elijah Mitchell. Hubbard or Thielen. For me, Thielen. DJ Moore, Allen Robinson. I would go with DJ Moore. Is Miles Sanders and Mike Evans for Najee a good trade? Yes, I would want Najee. Start 2. Eckler, Aaron, CH. Eckler, Aaron. Would you trade Lamb and Gaskin for Swift? I would do that. Yes, I would do that. Yuki with the question. Should I trade Mike Williams or should I trade Mike Williams for Corey Davis? I would want Mike Williams personally. No, I wouldn't do that trade. Patterson or Mike Davis? Mike Davis, Tannehill or Kirk Cousins. Jeez, Kirk Cousins, baby. Kirk Cousins. This week, Julio, DeAndre Hopkins, Corey Davis. Pick 2. I would go with Julio if he's playing and DeAndre Hopkins. Otherwise, Corey Davis is a fine play this week as well. Murray or Tannehill? Murray. And if you haven't already, make sure you please do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Also, if you're over on TikTok, over at YouTube, all you got to do is just click my profile. It'll take you to the link tree. The link tree will take you here to YouTube where you can get your questions answered. And if you haven't already, you've seen some super chat. There's super chats available to really get your question answered. Also, down, you can click join. There should be a join button below the video. There you can get priority status. Right now, you see Yuki. He has a nice little color next to his name with a little symbol. He gets priority in chat. So if you want priority in chat, I believe like the lowest ones are like $2.99 a month. So, hey, you get special perks. All right. And also, let's get to it. DJ Moore, Allen Robinson. DJ Moore. Cooks, Lockett. Cooks or Lockett? Lockett. Tannehill or Ben? Tannehill or Ben? Tannehill. Marvin Jones or Amari Cooper? Amari Cooper. CEH or Nyheim Hines? CEH. Did a huge trade. Gave up Tyreek, Miles Sanders, and Patrick for DK, Brandon Cooks, Hollywood, and Hunt. I like that trade. That's a solid trade. I'd rather have the DK side personally. Herbert or Carr? Give me Herbert this week. Love Herbert. Brandon Cooks or Marvin Jones? Brandon Cooks. CEH or Nyheim Hines? CEH. Mixon, Dalvin, Montgomery, Hubbard. Mixon, Dalvin, Montgomery for me. Pick 3. Should I trade James Robinson and Gesicki for Swift? I would do that trade, yes. Beasley or Sanders? Sanders. Did a huge trade. I got that one. Herbert or Carr? Herbert. Hubbard or Myers? Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Well, Chuba Hubbard. Bengals D or Washington's D? Washington's D looks terrible right now. I would honestly go with the Bengals defense. Chanel, Callaway, Rondell Moore. Give me Callaway out of all those options. In a 5-player keeper league, 1-point PPR, should I trade Najee and a 7th-round pick for Miles Sanders, CeeDee Lamb, and Elijah Mitchell? No, I'd rather keep Najee personally. Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb or Marvin Jones? Marvin Jones. For me, CeeDee Lamb. Beasley or Emmanuel Sanders? Emmanuel Sanders. Hubbard or Myers? Hubbard. James Robinson or Zach Moss? James Robinson 100%. Lions defense, Bengals defense, or should I keep the Browns defense? If you have the Browns defense, I would just keep playing the Browns defense. Unless, like, if you're going to drop them, Bengals defense. But Browns, I'm pretty sure, have a couple good matchups coming up as well. I traded Metcalf and Hunt for Ridley and Gibson. Good trade. I think that's a solid trade, yeah. Robert Woods or Marvin Jones this week? I have Robert Woods, but it's really close between Marvin Jones. I love Marvin Jones. Should I trade Mike Williams and Fournette for Swift and Marquise Brown? Yes, I would do that. Trade Lockett and CEH for Tyreek. Lockett and CEH for Tyreek. I'd rather have Lockett and CEH, to be honest with you. Robinson and Patterson for CD. Yeah, I would do that. Godwin or Thielen? Godwin. Is Dawson Knox a good tight end? I mean, he's okay. Tight end, brutal. So, fire him up. Aaron Jones, Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. Aaron Jones and Sanders for me. Propose a trade. Kamara to give up. Hey, we got Nick Richard again. My homie. But let me finish this one real quick. We got Kamara to give up Sanders and Sony Michel. Fair or not? I would honestly keep Kamara. So we got Saints, Titans, or Cleveland's defense this week. Start one running back, one flex. So I would go with the Saints defense first, Nick, and appreciate the donation once again. So Saints defense for me. Start one running back and flex. Mitchell, Jacobs, or Tyson Williams. So I would go with Mitchell at the running back position, and then for flex, Emmanuel Sanders, Kirk, or Van Jefferson. If Josh Jacobs plays, I would play him in the flex. If he does not play, I would go with Emmanuel Sanders. So I would go Saints, Mitchell, as long as he plays, Jacobs if he plays, and then Emmanuel Sanders. That would be the order. And appreciate you with the donation once again. My boy, let's give a big old shout out to Nick Richard in chat tonight with these donations coming in. Appreciate you, Nick. Appreciate Yuki in chat as well. You know, signing up for the Aspire Sports Show. If you want to join, you know, it would help me out a lot if you went down to the bottom and clicked that join button. Also, I'm going to say this real quick. I got to do a quick plug because obviously I always got to do a quick plug. But if you go down in the description right now, BetUS is a gambling site. They have a casino and a sports book. Warren Sapp is their spokesperson. You can sign up with the code down below. You get a $125 deposit match bonus when you sign up with $50 or more. Go sign up over there. Play the free money, make a couple bets tonight, win some money, take out the money that you deposited, and just play with the house money. That's what I advise doing. Get your sign-up deposit bonus tonight. That's down in the description, BetUS. All right, let's get to it. DJ Moore, Allen Robinson. DJ Moore. Should I trade Swift for Najee? That's so close. I'm a Steelers fan, okay? So I love Najee, but then I'm a huge Swift homer, have been all offseason. I would honestly keep Swift. I would keep Swift. Julio or Boyd this week? I would honestly go with Boyd. I don't know if Julio plays. CEH or Damian Harris? CEH. Who wins this trade? Lamb, Woods, Edmonds for Mike Williams, Montgomery. Personally, I would want the... Oh, that's close. I would want the... That's really close. I think that's a really fair trade. I would want the Lamb side personally, though. DJ Moore or Allen Robinson? DJ Moore. What happened to Carlos Hyde? I don't know. Somebody said that he was out. I don't have all the notifications pulled up for who's inactive, but Hey, he's inactive, so fire up your boy. Also, please do not spam chat. Please do not spam chat. Mike Williams, Tyler Lockett, for Devontae Adams, Chris Carson, and Thielen. Yes, I would do that trade, Griffin. Yes. Henry Patterson, and Ruggs for CMC, Robinson, and Knox. I would do that trade, yes. I would do that trade. CEH or Damian Harris? CEH. Hurts or Dak rest of the season? Dak. Should I trade Diggs and Saquon for Mixon and more? Yeah, I would do that trade. I would rather have... that's pretty close. Honestly, I probably have the Diggs side, honestly. I don't know what happened to the members chat and Discord. Seems to have disappeared for me. Yuki, I'll get it back up for you, buddy. I'll get it up after the stream. I'll look at it for you, Yuki. Do you have any questions that you want to ask now, Yuki? Let me know. I'll get it back up for you in chat. Or after the stream. Mike Williams, Tyler Lockett, Jonathan Taylor, Devontae, Chris Carson, Thielen. What's the question exactly? Oh, 4. Yes, I would do that trade, Griffin. Yes. Schultz or Goddard. Half point PPR, Flex, Moss, CMC. Wait, no. Flex, Moss, Callaway, or Rondell Moore. Moss. Let's see. Should I try to trade Gibson and Sutton for Swift and Cooks? Yes, I would try to do that trade. Tyler Boyd or Lockett, because Tyler Lockett might be hurt. I think Tyler Lockett's going to play this week. I would still fire him up. Stephon Diggs, Brandon Cooks, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams. Stephon Diggs and Mike Williams. I would go Stephon Diggs and Mike Williams. Jamar Chase, Chase Edmonds, or Odell. I would go Jamar Chase. And if you haven't already, make sure you do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, we're live over on YouTube right now. If you're over on TikTok, all you got to do is click my profile and click the link tree. The link tree will take you to my YouTube channel where it's live, and I'm able to answer your questions. DJ Moore for Logan Thomas and Marvin Jones. I'd rather have DJ Moore personally. Did someone say spam chat? Please don't spam chat. Elijah Mitchell or Ayuk for flex this week. I'd rather have Ayuk. I would go with Ayuk. And considering Kirk, since... No, honestly, out of all of them, I'm sorry, I would go with Mitchell. I think I said Ayuk. Should I start James Robinson over Zeke, Chase, or Deontay Johnson, or should I bench? I would start him over Deontay Johnson, personally. I would start James Robinson tonight over him. Tyler Bass or Hopkins for the rest. Tyler Bass, easily, Lord. Schultz or Goddard. Assuming Conklin is healthy, how would you rank him? Jared Cook. Honestly, I think I have Knox, Conklin, Jared Cook this week, David. Dak or Hurts rest of the season. Dak, Tannehill, or Murray. Tannehill, or traded Tannehill and Schultz for Stafford and Logan Thomas. W? Yes, that's a W. Josh Jacobs, Edmonds, and Pollard. Good enough running backs to hold it down until CMC. As long as Josh Jacobs comes back, I mean, certainly. I think so. Amari or Sutton. Amari. Start James Robinson, Josh Jacobs, or Michael Pittman. James Robinson. Marvin Jones or Corey Davis. For me, Corey Davis. Or, I'm sorry, Marvin Jones tonight. Marvin Jones. Chuba Hubbard or Marquise Brown for flex full-point PPR. Chuba Hubbard. Juju or Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. Should I trade Adam Thielen or keep him? I'm new to... I would try to trade him, personally. I would try to trade him. Karma. Marvin Jones, Beasley, or Allen Robinson. For me, Allen Robinson. Jacoby Myers or Carson for flex. Carson. Hurts or Dak rest of the season. Dak. Full point PPR, Claypool or Cole Beasley. In full point PPR, I would go with Cole Beasley. Trade away Eckler, Renfro for Swift, Deontay. Yes, if you're getting the Swift side, absolutely. Elijah Mitchell or Kareem Hunt. For me, I would go with Kareem Hunt. Yeah, no problem. I was wondering, do I play Lockett or Corey Davis, Godwin, or Cooks over him? So I would go with Lockett and Godwin out of those guys, personally. I know I'm pretty sure you're big on Corey Davis, right? Out of those guys, I would go with Lockett and Godwin. PPR, Jefferson or Debo this week. For me, Jefferson. I would go Jefferson. Gibson and Carson, or Jefferson and Clyde. I would rather have the two running backs, personally. I would rather have Gibson and Carson. Pittman or Chark, standard. Pittman or Chark. I'd rather go with... that's tough. I'm pretty sure I have Pittman ranked higher, so Pittman. Brandon Cooks or Jacoby Myers. Brandon Cooks, Elijah Mitchell or Antonio Brown. I would go with Elijah Mitchell, though. I would go with Elijah Mitchell. Allen Robinson, DJ Moore, or... so Allen Robinson, DJ Moore, Sutton, or Myers, pick 2. I would go out of those guys, Allen Robinson, DJ Moore. Do you think Baker Mayfield has trade value? I mean, if you're in like a 2-quarterback or super flex league, yeah. But if you're not, then personally, no. Marvin Jones or Brandon Cooks? I would go with Brandon Cooks. Sup, everyone? What's up, Rye Guy? I'm liking. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Elijah Mitchell or CEH this week? For me, I'd rather go with CEH. But I do like Elijah Mitchell. I like Elijah Mitchell. And if you're over on TikTok, make sure... or if you're over on TikTok, hit that follow button. Also, click my profile. It'll take you to my profile, my description. My link tree is in there. Click the link tree. It will take you to the YouTube channel. We're live on YouTube. It's not as busy as TikTok, so you'll get your answer or your questions answered over here. And also, if you're on YouTube right now, make sure you smash that like button and also hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Rate worst or best to worst. Jared Cook, Gesicki, Schultz, Knox. So I would go Gesicki, Knox, Schultz, Jared Cook from best to worst. Debo or Darrell Henderson? Debo. Chuba Hubbard or Marvin Jones or Mitchell, PPR. I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Kenny Galladay or Cortland Sutton. I would go with, honestly, I would still go with Cortland Sutton, even if those guys are out. Yo, Optimize, help, I'm 0-3. Roster is Dak, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Jefferson, Boyd, Cook, Chuba Hubbard, bench is Michael Thomas, Robbie Anderson. Who should I trade for Waller? I would try to, right now, personally, I would try to put in Michael Thomas on the trade, and then I would do like, I would possibly do like Aaron Jones and try to get a lesser running back, or put like Michael Thomas, Jonathan Taylor, maybe a wide receiver optimize. Chuba Hubbard or Marvin Jones or Mitchell. Out of all those guys, Chuba Hubbard. I would go Hubbard. Corey Davis, Deontay Johnson, Smith, Emmanuel Sanders, pick 2. Corey Davis, Devontae Smith for me, Jimmy. Hit that like, guys. Yeah, hit that like button for me. Appreciate you, Yuki. Julio Jones or Emmanuel Sanders. If Julio Jones goes, give me Julio Jones. Start Marvin Jones or Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper for me. Corey Davis or Tim Patrick. Corey Davis. Tim Patrick or Sterling Shepard. I don't think Sterling Shepard is going to play this week, so Tim Patrick. Corey Davis or Tim Patrick. Corey Davis. Jamar Chase or Robert Woods. Jamar Chase. Start Sanders, Hines, or Kirk. Which Sanders? If it's Miles Sanders, I would go Miles Sanders. I would go Sanders regardless, even if it's Emmanuel Sanders. Schultz or Goddard? Goddard. Louis, we got, thanks, bro. You're welcome. Why not just turn the game off? I might as well, right? My guy's got a bad back, okay? Jamar Chase or Brandon Cooks, maybe even Cooper Kupp. So is Jamar Chase worth starting? I would go Jamar Chase over Brandon Cooks. Tim Patrick or Sterling Shepard. Tim Patrick, play or pick 2. We got Lockett, Jamar Chase, or Montgomery. For me, I would go with Lockett and Jamar Chase. Brandon Cooks or Amari Cooper. Brandon Cooks or Amari Cooper. Brandon Cooks or Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. Swift or JT this week. Swift. Corey Davis or Tim Patrick. Corey Davis. Tim Patrick or Sterling Shepard. Tim Patrick. Elijah Mitchell or Antonio Brown. I would go with Elijah Mitchell as long as he plays. Schultz or Goddard. Goddard. Go with Goddard. Pitts or Logan Thomas. I'm still going with Pitts. Patterson, Jamal, or Pitts. Full point PPR. I'm gonna go honestly with Jamal Williams personally. I'm gonna go with Jamal Williams this week. I become a member, but I have $11 in my pay. Hey, it's okay. No problem. I appreciate you, Optimize. You're always here, so I appreciate you. You don't have to become a member. Don't worry. I got you, dude. Boyd or Woods? I would. This is really close. I do have Woods ranked higher, but it's really close between him and Boyd. Sutton, Mike Williams, Amari, and Patterson. Who do I start? Mike Williams out of all of them. Patterson, Jamal Williams, or Pitts. I would go Jamal Williams out of all of them. Actually, you know, I'm going to take that back because of what, I don't know if I believe it. What Dan Campbell said, that we're going to see a lot of DeAndre Swift. So, in that case, I would go with Patterson. Cincy or Bears defense? Cincinnati. I got offered OBJ and received Chase Edmonds. Do I do it? I would get Chase Edmonds, yes. Jacoby Myers, Kareem Hunt, or Jamal Williams. Kareem Hunt for me. Mitchell or AB? Mitchell. Over or under tonight? I would go, honestly, I like the over tonight. 46? Over. Over 46 for me. I like the over. Schultz or Goddard? Goddard, Aiden. I would go with Goddard. Start Marvin Jones and flex. Other choices are Evans, Williams, Sanders, Edmonds. I mean, if you want to go with Marvin Jones, go for it. I'd probably go with Mike Evans, but if you want to go with Marvin Jones, I love Marvin Jones tonight, go with him. Also, if you haven't, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Oh, Ryan likes the under, huh? I like the over. I think this is going to be a solid game tonight, personally. If you enjoy the content, make sure you smash that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. It helps grow the channel. And if you also are on TikTok, make sure you click my profile. In my profile, you'll see a link tree. Link tree will take you to the YouTube channel right now where we're live. Get your questions answered. Just bet my life savings on the Bengals to cover the spread. Burrow better turn up or gonna pull the plug. Oh no, I went to grade school with. Oh, why was he telling you to bet him? Oh wait, who'd you go to? Did you go to grade school with Joe Burrow? Are you and Joe Burrow best buds? Optimize. Oh wait, they're gonna pull the plug on my best friend I went to grade school with. Oh, okay, so I see what you're saying. Well, I hope let's do it then. Bet the spread. I got you. Trade Brandon Cooks or TJ Hawkinson and Chenault. Yeah, I would do that if I'm getting TJ Hawkinson. Who wins the trade? Elijah Mitchell and Robert Woods for Nyheim Hines and Jamar Chase. Honestly, I'd rather have Elijah Mitchell and Robert Woods personally. I think Jamar Chase, once T. Higgins comes back, is going to go down a little bit. I think Robert Woods is going to go back up. And I like Elijah Mitchell season long, personally. Honestly, it might sound crazy, but I like Elijah Mitchell season long. I traded Pitts, Fant, and Hunt for Najee and Kittle in my Dynasty League. How'd I do? I like that a lot. Should I trade away Jonathan Taylor for Antonio Gibson? I'd rather have Antonio Gibson, personally. Do I trade Julio? If so, for who? I would wait till after this week if he didn't. Just join your Discord, First Sports Discord. Join. I'll be going there for help from now on. If you're not live, hey, yeah, no problem. Join it. If you want Discord, it's down in the description. We answer questions over there. We do a lot of stuff. So it's down in the description. And also, this feels like a great time to do a plug. If you want to do some gambling tonight, BetUS, down in the description. BetUS, it's a sports book and also a gambling site. Warren Sapp is their spokesperson. It's a legit sports book. If you use the code down below and sign up, you get a $125 deposit match bonus if you deposit $50. So use that down there. Get your deposit match. Get your free money. Win some bets tonight. Take out the money that you placed in there and play with house money, baby. Play with house money all season long. So let's get it. Down in the description, down below. All right, Marvin Jones or Odell? Odell for me. Clyde for Logan Thomas, Mike Davis, and Melvin Gordon. I would do that trade, yeah. 2K subs. Let's get it, baby. 2K subs over on YouTube. Let's get it. Just join. Oh, I got that one. Zach Moss or Tyler Boyd? Personally, I would go with Tyler Boyd there. Marvin Jones, I got that one. I got offered Thielen and Patterson for Mixon. Thoughts? I'd rather have Mixon, personally. I have Kelsey, and I'd get Clyde. I'd rather have Kelsey. Miss or Patterson? Who's Miss? Who's Miss? I don't... OBJ or Sanders? OBJ. Terry or Debo? Terry. Do I trade David Montgomery? I would hold him. Gronk or Goddard? Gronk. Start Ayuk or Emmanuel Sanders this week? Full point PPR. I would go with Sanders. Goddard, Hunter Henry, or Ferksker. For me, I would go with Nick Richard. I would go with Goddard. Today was a nightmare. I came home after a long day of fantasy football. Walked in and Matthew, nailing my wife. I asked why. You're funny. You're funny, Optimize. I was a little worried for a second. Unless that's true, then I feel bad for you. Gesicki or Tunyon? Gesicki. Gesicki or Jared Cook, and why? Gesicki because I just think he's uber talented. Last week he saw, 12 targets with Jacoby Brissett. So I like Gesicki. I think he's one of the most talented tight ends in the league. So fire him up. Love him. Moss might be. Oh, okay, Moss or Patterson. Personally, I would go with Zach Moss, Frederick. Go with Zach Moss. Mind if I ask why you picked Jamal Williams over Pitts and Patterson? No. Sean, I took back what I said. I said Patterson. I would go Patterson. I would go Patterson, Sean, personally. Chuba Hubbard or Gaskin? Chuba Hubbard. I like Chuba Hubbard. Do you like Tennessee's D? Honestly, I don't like Tennessee's defense this week. I think Tennessee's defense is absolutely awful. I do think the Jets are bad, but the Jets have been dealt such a shitty start to the season in terms of schedule. So I really don't like Tennessee's defense. I think they're absolutely terrible. Jacoby Myers or OBJ? OBJ. Do I need to worry about Jonathan Taylor yet? I think a little bit, yes. But he should have a good week this week, and then I would try to sell high. If he doesn't have a good week this week, then yes, absolutely panic because he should have a good week. Should I drop Jared Cook for Gesicki? Yes, I would. Is Suck Up a good pickup this week? Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay, thank you. You're welcome, Sean. That's who I got in. Yes, I would go with Patterson. I looked at Williams, and I changed my mind. I said that Williams, they said that Swift, they really like Swift, and you're gonna see more of him. So really, I think Jamal Williams, I would try to sell high on him as soon as possible. Gronk and Jacobs for Julio. I would want Gronk and Jacobs side personally. Al Robinson or Sterling Shepard? A-Rob. I'm trying to trade Henry and Patterson and Madison for Robinson, CMC, and Knox. Yeah, that's a solid trade. I would do that trade. Trade Brandon Cooks for TJ Hawkinson and Chenault. Brandon Cooks for Hawkinson and Chenault. Yeah, if I'm getting Hawkinson, yeah, I would do that. Goddard, Jared Cook, or Cole Kmet this week? Goddard. Who should I pick up over Tennessee's defense? Who are some examples? I mean, guys that are probably... Let me pull up my defensive rankings real quick for you. I mean, if Cincinnati's available, Cincinnati. Let me find this real quick. Defensive rankings. Okay, so these are my top defenses. So Saints, Bills, Bucks, Packers, Bengals, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys, Ravens, Dolphins, then the Titans. So like any of those defenses are available. Or the Bears as well. So Saints, Bills, Buccaneers, Packers, Bengals, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys, Ravens, Cowboys, or no, Dolphins. I mean Bears. Those are the defenses. And then obviously Panthers, but they're probably not available. Should I drop Robert Woods for Mike Williams? Yes, I would, Yuki. I would pick up Mike Williams absolutely. McManus or Tyler Boyd? Tyler Boyd. Who do I start over Tennessee? Oh, I got that one. I think I asked this earlier, but I never got a reasoning. I got DK and CMC for Cook and Debo. So what I would do is, if you're getting CMC and like you're fine, like you're not 0-3 or anything like that, then that's fine. If you think that you can be okay, absolutely do that trade because DK Metcalf, I love him way more than Debo. But if you're like 0-3 right now and you need to win, I would definitely do Cook and Debo personally. But if you it doesn't matter and you're good right now, then yeah, do DK and CMC. Odell or Patterson in the flex? Odell for me. Is it worth to bench Dak and Chuba Hubbard for Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow stack? No, I wouldn't do that personally. I wouldn't do that. Found Hunter Renfrow in free agency for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I think he's a solid pickup, but I wouldn't do that stack personally. Not over starting Dak and Chuba Hubbard. Sanders, Kirk Cousins, or Sanders? So Miles Sanders? I would go with Miles Sanders. Should I start James Robinson or Chase Edmonds? James Robinson for me. How's Mike Williams even available in your league? That's true. He must play in a smaller league. Darnell Mooney for Rondell Moore? I mean, I don't... It's kind of like, meh. I mean, just whatever side you personally like. I don't think, like, really one side's better than the other. So whatever side you personally like, honestly. I don't see much of a difference. I'd probably go with Rondell Moore I would go with Darnell Mooney because he's playing more snaps, personally. Ayuk and Tyson Williams for A.J. Brown? Yeah, I would do that trade. If you're okay and, like, you don't need A.J. Brown this week, then I would do that. Thoughts on Tannehill if he doesn't have Julio? Carr is my second quarterback. If he doesn't have those two wide receivers, I would go with Carr. I'm 3-0 and I have Chuba. Yeah. I would do that, Sammy. I would do that then, yeah. I would take CMC then. Drafted Lance in case he won the job, but Jimmy G has been the starter. Stafford is my main QB, and his bye is week 11 when 49ers play Jacksonville. So I would wait just a little bit longer with Trey Lance, but I mean, really, chances are you're probably going to be starting. So that's Megan. So you're probably going to just be starting, honestly, Stafford every single week. So if there's somebody you want to pick up, like Lance is okay to drop. Because I think it's going to be really hard for him to start over Stafford. Megan. Pick 2, Marvin Jones, Sutton, or Beasley. I like Marvin Jones and Sutton. Should I trade Gronk and Jacobs for Julio when I don't have a wide receiver 2 and I have Hawkinson, Mixon, Swift? I just think that you could get a better trade than Julio, personally. I don't like that trade for you. I just think that you can get a much better wide receiver 2 than that, personally. Like, I'd rather have Marvin Jones over Julio. Schultz or Fant? Fant. Yeah, I'm in an 8-man league. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Hey, let their mistakes help you win the championship. Should I start James Robinson or Nick Chubb? I would go Nick Chubb there. Do I start Deontay Johnson or Miles Sanders at flex, regular PPR scoring? Deontay Johnson, or I would go Miles Sanders, personally. Now, do I start Mike Williams over Tyler Lockett then? I do actually... let me see. That's actually probably really close to my rankings. I have I have Mike Williams 1 spot over Tyler Lockett. I have Mike Williams at 9, Tyler Lockett at 10. Schultz or Ingram? So, I like Ingram if you have... if Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton are going to be out this week, I would go with Ingram. Myers or Mike Evans this week? Mike Evans. Pick one flex. Mitchell, Ayuk, Sanders. My other flex is OBJ. I would go with Mitchell. I need to make a bold trade. I'm 0-3 and losing this week. Would basically be it for me. Should I offer Aaron Jones, Jarvis Landry, and Michael Thomas for Darren Waller? I have a surplus of wide receivers. I wouldn't do that trade, to be honest. Unless you're getting, like, Aaron Jones, I would do that. Oh, if you're getting Aaron Jones, I would do that. I mean, personally. I need you right now. Henderson or Chase at flex? Chase. I would go Chase. Edmonds, Myers, or Waddle? Edmonds. What's up, Tyler? Is Saquon a bench if I have other options? James Robinson or... No, I would start James Robinson over him, yes. I would start James Robinson over Saquon this week. Edmonds, Myers, or Waddle? Edmonds for me. What about CeeDee Lamb or Mike Williams then? I have CeeDee Lamb 1 spot higher. So it goes CeeDee Lamb, Mike Williams, Tyler Lockett in my rankings. 8, CeeDee Lamb. 9, Mike Williams. 10, Tyler Lockett. That's what my rankings are right now. How do you feel about Antonio Brown pickup that he's off COVID? I would I would pick him up, absolutely. Mike Sanders only got 2 carries last week. A little hesitant, but then Deontay Johnson plays. Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that it was absolutely criminal that Miles Sanders only got 2 carries last week. Like, there's no way they do that again. That was so stupid. And then one of the carries, it goes for 20 yards. So, like, get Miles Sanders the ball. He's such a stud. You get him the ball. Thanks. Gotcha. Thanks, Tyler. You're welcome, Yuki. No problem. How do you feel? I would do that, yes. My team is Lamar, CMC, David, Chuba Hubbard, David M. Oh, is that Moore? DJ Moore? Oh, no, that's DJ Moore. Reek and DK and 10-team league. That's a really solid team, Sammy. I would definitely do that trade then, yeah. Tunyon or Fant this week? Fant for me. Should I try to trade Hunt or Chubb? I have both as my RB. I would try to trade Hunt. I mean, obviously, you're probably going to get a little more value for Chubb, but I would try to trade Hunt personally. Where do you have Jamar Chase ranked? This week, I have Jamar Chase as wide receiver 16. I really want to put him ahead of DeAndre Hopkins, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. So he's wide receiver 16 for me this week. Evans, Godwin, Jefferson, Henderson, or Chase? Evans, Godwin, or wide receiver 2 flex. So I have, 2 wide receivers. So I would go Jefferson, Godwin, Chase. Jefferson, Godwin, Chase, Jack. I hope Chase will be on fire tonight. He should have a really solid game tonight. Honestly, he should. Should I start Hubbard over Marvin Jones and flex? And real quick, I need to adjust my starting lineup, or my DFS, because I believe I have... Can I still change it? Upcoming. Yeah. I need to change it real quick. Hold on, guys, because... Oh, no, I don't have them. Okay, never mind. My gosh, I have like the whole... I didn't even realize that. I need to go... Where's... Is Dan Arnold playing tonight? Do we know this? I'm going to fire him up as if he's playing. So I hope so. All right. Let's see. Quick, Henderson or Robinson? Robinson. CJ. Let's see. Should I start Hubbard over Marvin Jones and flex? I would personally. I sent Burrow plus Latavius Murray for Sutton, Cordell Patterson. Now I need to flip Sutton and Patterson for. I would just keep Sutton personally, unless you're absolutely like desperate for quarterback. But I would personally just keep that. Let's see. What about dropping Lance for Heineke, backup tight end for Kittle, who's by? Feel like I also need a wide receiver, A-Rob, Godwin, and Shepard, so not a lot of depth there. So I personally, Megan, I wouldn't worry about backups right now. I would just like for tight end, like for bye weeks, I would just pick up like I would pick up like a guy like Alex Collins. I would just pick up like backup running backs right now. A guy tonight like that I would personally pick up would be I would pick up Chris Evans. I believe that's his name. Yeah, Chris Evans. I know he's the actor too. But I believe he's a running back for the Bengals as well. I would pick him up tonight in case something happens to Joe Mixon, say. So, like, those are kind of things I would do personally. Thank you. You're welcome. Full point PPR. David Montgomery, Debo, or OBJ. Just traded Lockett for Tyreek Hill. Did I win or lose? Flex, full point PPR. I would go with David Montgomery and traded Lockett for Tyreek Hill. That's a W in my opinion. Is James Robinson worth a start over Antonio Gibson? In my opinion, yes. I have one spot higher, so yes. Is trading AB, Michael Thomas, Jonathan Taylor, and Pat Freiermuth for Gronk and Saquon a good trade? Yes, absolutely optimized. Start Elijah Mitchell or Corey Davis? Elijah Mitchell or Corey Davis? That's tough. Honestly, I would go with Elijah Mitchell if he plays. Devontae Smith, Marquise Brown, or Pittman. For me, I believe I have... Let me pull up my wide receiver rankings real quick, though. I think I have Devontae Smith the highest. Who is it? I actually have Pittman over one spot over him. You sure you want to do Boyd over Cooper? Personally, I wouldn't. But hey, MP, if you like it, go with your gut. Go with your gut, man. I personally would keep Cooper, but if you like it, go with your gut. Chris Carson or Mike Evans at flex? Chris Carson. Marvin Jones, Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson. Pick 2. I would go with Cooper Kupp and Keenan Allen. Or is that maybe that's Amari Cooper? I will go with Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen. Cooper and Keenan Allen, regardless. Start Elijah Mitchell over Corey Davis? Yes, I would go with Elijah Mitchell. Do I trade Myers, Waddle, and Robbie Anderson? Chris Carson or Mike Evans? I would Chris Carson, Brad. And is that Brad from Ark? So we got we got Myers, Waddle, and Robbie Anderson. Or no. Yeah, and Robbie Anderson, Mooney for A-Rob, Cooper, Woods, and Henderson. Yes, I would do that, absolutely. If I'm getting the Woods-Henderson side, do you have any other... I could also trade Ayuk. Yeah, I mean, I would throw him in there. Do it. Hyde is a healthy scratch. Nothing happened. That's crazy. James Robinson to the moon. Hey, told everybody to trade for James Robinson this week, so hopefully you listen. I said trade for James Robinson this week on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube, I did. And last week, I told everybody to trade for James Robinson. So, if you didn't get him now, you missed your opportunity. It was clear he's by far the best running back in this backfield. He's running so many routes right now at the running back position. This was the opportunity to get James Robinson. I'm just here trying to help everybody out. I'm here trying to help everybody out. You know what I'm saying, baby? So, if you don't follow, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow over on TikTok. Also, smash that like button. Appreciate you. Start CEH or Jamal Williams. I would go with CEH. Thanks for the help. Love the channel. You have always been my #1 go-to guy advice. Hey, appreciate you, Mark. You the man. Jalen Hurts versus the Chief or Allen. For me, Josh Allen is QB1 this week. Julio, Sony Michel, Sterling Shepard for DJ Moore and JT. Absolutely, if I get DJ Moore and JT. I got him for Julio last week. There you go. CJ gets it. How high is Godwin in your rankings this week? Godwin is wide receiver 14 for me this week. Do you think I should be worried as a Keenan Allen owner about Mike Williams? No, I think these two guys can definitely coexist, personally. Megan, we got pick 2. We got Marvin Jones, Cooper, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson. I would go with Cooper and Keenan Allen. Those two guys, Megan. Cooper and Keenan Allen. Chase tonight over Amari Cooper. I have Chase one spot higher than Amari Cooper tonight. Yes. Jamar Chase is one spot higher than Amari Cooper. I traded Saquon for Taylor in a second before the season in Dynasty. Did I win? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a decent trade, yeah. What do you think about IU going forward? I like Ayuk going forward. He's definitely somebody I would want on my fantasy team going forward. Absolutely. Have some injuries on my team. Would you start Cordell Patterson or Elijah Mitchell at flex? I would go with Elijah Mitchell, personally. As long as he plays. So, is the game started or not yet? I don't have it pulled up here. I should probably pull it up. Let's see. It's probably going to start any minute, I imagine, huh? Should I start Stafford over Russ if I have Cooper Kupp? Yeah, I would go with that stack. I would do that, yeah. Chuba Hubbard, Chuba or Hubbard? Hubbard. No, Chuba. Start James Robinson, Hollywood, Gaskin. James Robinson, Van Thomas. Is there any concern with Montgomery due to the terrible offense around him? No, I still want to go with, personally, I would go with, I would still go with David Montgomery. Jeez. Robinson or Hubbard? Robinson. I'm going to get going then, but thanks, Tyler, for help once again. Can you sort the member chat? Yes, I will get it sorted out for you, Yuki. Yes, I will. After this, I'll do it for you. What should I do with Trey Sermon? Keep him for now. Robinson or Hubbard? Robinson. Flex, we got Marvin Jones, Deontay Johnson. I would go with Marvin Jones, Megan, if you are still able to. Marvin Jones, hurry! Marvin Jones! If not, Deontay Johnson. Robinson or Hubbard? Robinson. Please do not spam chat. I see your question. I got it. I kept in. Okay, that's good. I would keep them in. Defense most likely on waivers to replace. So right now I would say, I don't know if these defenses are available. I would go with like Dolphins, Ravens, Cowboys, Colts, Bengals. Well, they're playing right now. Packers. Those would be the guys. Henderson or Hubbard in flex. I would go with Hubbard. Ravens or Browns defense. Who do I have? Rams or Browns? I'm pretty sure the Browns. Let me make sure. Yeah, I would go with the Browns defense personally. Joseph. All right. So, I'm going to hop off. This has been a great stream. I'm going to go watch me some football. Get this football underway. Check it out. I'll be live tomorrow. Once again, I'll be live. I'm going to go live every single day. Kamara or Marshawn Lynch at flex? You know, always Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode. Give me beast mode, baby. But I'm going to go hop off. I appreciate everybody hanging out, being a part of the stream. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're over on TikTok, follow. Come over to YouTube. Come over here. You'll get your questions answered. It's, a lot easier over here. So come on over. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Where the Saints defense ranked for you? Saints defense ranked for me are number 1 this week. Oh, did I tell you to play the Bills over Arizona last week? I'm sorry. Bills had a really good game though. What was that? Hawkinson or Conklin? Hawkinson every single week. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm in RB2. Van Thomas. I would go with Hubbard over there. Who you were rooting for tonight? I'm rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, I guess since I'm a Steelers fan, I should root for Jacksonville. But I have money on the Bengals, so I'm going to root for the Bengals. Makes it tough. Having money on these games makes it tough for your own team. But yeah, I did. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't make all the right calls, and I always say that. Always go with your gut, but hey, they look like a great call to me. So I'm going to hop off. Thank you to everybody that's been here tonight. It's been a fun stream. Thank you to everybody. Have a great night. Make sure you follow and hit that subscribe button. Peace. See you, everybody. Bye.